Well, welcome, everyone. This is the regular board meeting of the Industrial Development Authority of the City of St. Louis, September 12th, 2024. Welcome to the directors. May we have the roll call, please?
Sure. Director King,
Present.
Director Seward,
Here.
Director Neal,
Here.
Director Young. I think you're muted, sir.
Here.
Thank you. Director Zarelli
Present.
and President Reed.
Here. Well, seeing that we have a quorum, first order of business is the approval of the minutes from August 8th, 2024. Would there be a motion?
Director Young submits a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting.
I'll second it.
Okay, so Director Zarelli, second, and Director Young made the motion. Roll call, please.
Director King,
Aye.
Director Seward,
Aye.
Director Neal,
Aye.
Director Young.
Aye.
Director Zarelli
Aye.
and President Reed.
Aye. Motion passed. Item next is resolution number 24, IDA 11, about the Baden School bond. Michelle, you're on.
Thank you. This project is the Baden School Apartments. This is an inducement resolution, so this project will be brought back before the board for final approval at a later time. The bond amount is up to $14 million of multifamily housing revenue bonds, and these funds will be used to purchase, construct, extend, and improve the property. The location of the project is 8724 Halls Ferry Road. The total project cost is $22,900,465. And as you can see from the memo, also included in the project are low-income housing tax credits at both the federal and state level, historic tax credits, which are both federal and state. There is a state home loan as well as a local home loan. And the project is recommended for a tax abatement of 90% for 10 years and then 50% for the next 5 years. SLDC has received a letter of support from Alderwoman Pamela Boyd of the 13th Ward. The developer is Rise Community Development, which is a nonprofit, and Lutheran Development Group, also a nonprofit. Borrower is Baden School Apartments, LP, and Baden School Developer, LLC is the general partner, which is wholly owned and controlled by Lutheran Development Group. The property manager is BH Property Manager, LLC, which is Beyond Housing. Bond counsel is Waylon Watson of Gilmore and Bell, and the bonds are expected to be privately placed with Sterling Bank. Baden School Apartments will be renovated into 50 mixed income apartments. These will include 16 one-bedroom, 23 two-bedroom, 11 three-bedroom apartments. There will be 45 affordable units and 5 market rate units in the property. Of the affordable units, 37 will be set aside for residents earning at or below 60% of the area median income, and 8 will be set aside for residents earning at or below 30% AMI. The building's been vacant since the St. Louis Public Schools closed the building in 2009. It was constructed in 1908 and is approximately 59,000 square feet. The building is in poor condition and will require a full gut rehab. The average amount to be spent per unit for the renovation is $449,000. Lutheran Development Group will employ a service coordinator on site to program events, connect residents with nearby resources, including after-school programming, employment assistance, youth job training, healthcare services, and provide awareness about other valuable services for the residents of the Baden School Apartments. The development team has received community support for this project. Along with Alderwoman Boyd, the project has received the support of the Revitalization of Baden Association, the Baden Business Association, and other community institutions and organizations.
Is there anyone here to speak with?
We do have members of the development team here. as well as bond counsel, if there are questions.
Are there any questions from the members of the board? Has anyone addressed some of the potential hazardous materials that could be in this old school?
You want me to,
This is,
go ahead, Chris.
okay, I was gonna say either one of us, Mark or I could do it. So this is Chris Sherman, Lutheran Development Group. There has been testing for asbestos containing materials as well as just a, a review of all these potential environmental hazards in the building. There was surprisingly little. There was probably previous abatement done to the building. There is some asbestos containing materials, but that will all be taken care of through the abatement process, which happens during the 2 weeks prior to the selective demolition process inside the building. So that will be remediated.
Is this area considered a historic district?
It is not a historic district, but we did at our own expense have the building itself listed on the National Register. I would love for Baden as a neighborhood to one day become a full district. That would be wonderful for the neighborhood.
Any other questions from members of the board? As this is a preliminary review, you, once it gets allocated, then we'll see you again. Seeing no board members' questions, would there be a motion to approve 24 IDA 11?
So moved. Director Young, second.
So Sean King moved and Director Young second. Roll call, please.
Director King,
Aye.
Director Seward,
Aye.
Director Neal,
Aye.
Director Young,
Aye.
Director Zarelli,
Aye.
and President Reed.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you and good luck. We'll see you soon.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Item next, Resolution 24 IDA 12. Michelle, you're on again.
Thank you. This project is for the St. Louis Science Center. This is an inducement resolution as well, so it will be brought back before the board. Bond amounts up to $6 million in public facilities revenue bonds, and these are to finance, refinance, or reimburse the costs of certain facilities. The location of the project is 5050 Oakland Avenue. Total project cost is the $6 million. The borrower is the St. Louis Science Center Foundation. Bond counsel is Mark Grimm of Gilmore and Bell. These bonds will be privately placed with Clayton Holdings, a wholly owned subsidiary of Commerce Bank. And to provide some background, the St. Louis City IDA previously issued bonds for the St. Louis Science Center project in 2005. The bonds totaled $14.44 million at that time to fund several activities on the expanding campus. These included the acquisition of an existing building on Mackland and the conversion for use of the Science Center. The project also included the demolition of the former Exploradome exhibition space, which was replaced by the permanent exhibit hall attached to the main building. The St. Louis Science Center is a sub-district of the Metropolitan Zoo Museum District and the associated St. Louis Science Center Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit, have a mission to the St. Louis region of igniting and sustaining lifelong science and technology learning. The role of the foundation is to provide fundraising and development financing assistance to supplement the tax revenue and operating income of the Science Center. The refinancing of the Series 2014 bonds is a result in part of the expiration of the original purchaser's 10-year agreement to hold the bonds. The purchaser at that time was U.S. Bank. And we do have bond counsel as well as representatives of the Science Center here if there are any questions.
Any questions from the members of the board? They're not very talkative today. Michelle, would you explain the allocation thing that we spoke of? Which this is a preliminary review.
This is a preliminary review,
gonna
so it
s-
will be back before the board at a future meeting.
Before the meeting, before the end of the year, presumably.
Correct.
Are there any questions yet? Hearing none, would there be a motion to approve resolution number 24 IDA 12?
I approve. I so moved.
Moved by Zarelli, second by Director Neal. Roll call, please.
Director King,
Aye.
Director Seward,
Aye.
Director Neal,
Aye.
Director Young.
Aye.
Director Zarelli
Aye.
and President Reed.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you all.
Very good. Is there any finance report to Chris?
Just wanted to mention to you that we received the fee for the City Foundry RPA 2. It was just under, let's see, the bond was just under 5 million, so our fee was $24,473.33. We also earned a little interest this month, under $600. So this month, in fees taken in or dollars taken in is $25,000. Didn't have any outlays this month. As I told the board before, we really don't have many outlays. It's really the administrative fee that we pay to the St. Louis Development Corporation. That fee is you all approved a couple months ago, I believe it was. $250,000 for this fiscal year, so July 1 through June 30th of 25. And I systematically apply that every month. So 1/12 of $250,000 every month. So for the last 2 months of this fiscal year, it's been $41,666.67. So our positive fund balance, I'm expressing that loudly because it hasn't been that way in the past, but you have a positive fund balance of over $300,000, which is a wonderful thing for this board and something that you should be proud of. That's all I have this month.
And Michelle, is there anything on the horizon?
James? you-
We may have a few projects, there we go, coming back for final issuance that the board induced earlier this year. So keep an eye out for those over the next few months.
All right. Anything else from members of the board? Okay, hearing none, would there be a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All right, well, we stand adjourned. Next meeting, October 10th.
Thanks all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.